Have you ever caught yourself wondering if that girl you've been talking to is secretly into you? Well, here's the truth. She doesn't have to say a word. Her actions and body language tell the whole story. From the way she looks at you to how her smile lingers just a little too long, these subtle signs could mean so much more than you think. And today we're breaking it all down for you. Here's the deal. Stick with me, because signs 7 and 8, they're absolute mind blowers. And that hidden sign at the end, most guys miss it completely, but once you see it, it changes everything. But before we get started, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss more videos like this. Sign 1. Lingering physical touch. When a girl is drawn to you romantically, her body often reveals what her words cannot. Lingering physical touch is one of the clearest signals. This isn't just a friendly pat on the back or a brief shoulder brush. It's a touch that stays a moment longer, intentional and magnetic. She might find excuses to close the distance between you, whether it's dusting off an invisible speck on your shirt, letting her fingers graze your arm, or resting her hand on your forearm during a shared laugh. These touches aren't accidental, they're deliberate. She's reading your reaction, gauging the energy between you, and expressing comfort with your closeness. Pay attention to how often she initiates this contact. If she's consistently finding reasons to touch you, whether it's a playful nudge, a quick squeeze of your hand, or a shoulder bump, it's a clear sign she's building a deeper connection. Sign 2. Her lips steal the spotlight. When a girl is into you, her lips often become the unintentional star of the show. Small gestures, like lightly biting her lip, flicking her tongue to wet them, or brushing her fingers across her mouth, are rarely random. The lips are one of the most sensual parts of the body. When she draws attention to them, it's a subconscious way of signaling romantic interest. These gestures often happen without her realizing it, hardwired into human biology to express attraction. Even more fascinating is how these gestures work with the rest of her body language. Is she biting her lip while locking eyes with you? Does she graze her lips with her fingers while leaning closer? These combinations amplify the message, creating a delicate mix of vulnerability and seduction. Sign 3. Fidgeting with jewelry or clothes near her chest. One of the more subtle but telling signs is when her hands draw attention to her neck, collarbone, or chest. She might adjust a necklace, play with a pendant, or smooth the neckline of her top. These actions seem innocent but can carry deeper meaning. The neck and collarbone are intimate areas, and highlighting them is often a subconscious way of inviting your attention. If she tilts her head back slightly while adjusting her necklace or lets her fingers trace her collarbone, she's creating an alluring picture, inviting you to notice her. Pay attention to when she does this. If these gestures coincide with shared laughter or personal moments in your conversation, chances are you're the reason for her nervous yet affectionate movements. Sign 4. Exposing the inner thighs. This might sound subtle, but it's powerful. When a girl shifts her posture to reveal the inner part of her thighs, even slightly, it's often a subconscious sign of attraction. The inner thighs are an intimate area, and exposing them, even casually, is her body's way of expressing vulnerability and interest. Take note of how her legs are positioned. If she angles them toward you or frequently shifts to catch your attention, she's likely trying to signal that she finds you appealing. Combine this with other cues like playful smiles or light touches, and it becomes a clear sign of attraction. Sign 5. Heavy breathing or chest movements. Have you ever noticed how her breathing changes when she's around you? It might become slower, deeper, or more noticeable. This isn't random. It's her body reacting to the chemistry between you. Watch for changes in her chest movements, especially during moments of shared laughter or intense eye contact. Sometimes she might adjust her posture, arch her back slightly, or brush her hair back, drawing your attention to her figure without saying a word. Context is key. If her breathing pattern shifts noticeably when you're near, it's a strong indicator that she feels something deeper than casual interaction. Sign 6. Bedroom eyes. When a girl is truly into you, her eyes can convey more than words ever could. If her gaze lingers on yours, soft and unhurried, it's a deliberate signal of interest. Look for subtle signs like slow blinking, slightly dilated pupils, or her eyes darting to your lips and back again. These aren't accidental. They're her way of imagining deeper connection and intimacy. Her eyes might also scan your face slowly, as if memorizing every detail. Pay attention to these moments. They're a window into her feelings, often revealing emotions she might be too shy to voice. Sign 7. Leg cross with directionality. Crossing her legs might seem like a simple movement, but the direction of her top leg can say a lot. If it's angled toward you, it's no coincidence. Her body language naturally aligns with her focus. If she uncrosses and recrosses her legs, shifts her posture, or even swings her foot rhythmically, she's likely trying to catch your attention. These movements are subtle but intentional, signaling a desire for connection. Sign 8. The deep lean in. When a girl leans in toward you, it's not just about hearing you better. It's her way of closing the physical and emotional gap between you. Personal space is significant, and if she's inviting you into hers, it's a strong sign of interest. Notice how she positions herself. Does she angle her shoulders toward you, let her hair fall to one side, or place her hand near yours? These actions create an intimate bubble where the rest of the world fades away, leaving just the two of you. Sign 9. Open posture. A girl who's into you will have open and inviting body language. She'll relax her arms, lean slightly forward, and angle her body toward you. These gestures signal comfort and attraction. Watch for small, romantic movements, like brushing her hair behind her ear or tilting her head during the conversation. Combined with open posture, these actions create a warm, engaging energy that invites connection. Sign 10. The neck display. The neck is a unique combination of vulnerability and allure. If she tilts her head to the side, brushes her hair back, or lightly touches her neck, she's drawing attention to one of the most intimate parts of her body. These gestures often happen unconsciously, but they're a clear signal of comfort and interest. The neck display is her way of saying, "I feel safe and drawn to you," without uttering a single word. Traction is rarely loud. It's composed of quiet, intimate moments that invite you to lean in closer. By paying attention to these subtle yet powerful cues, you'll gain a deeper understanding of her feelings and build a connection that's meaningful and lasting. Keep an eye out for these signs, and you'll never overlook her sweet, romantic signals again.